Hey everybody, how's it going? Well, I'm back with yet another stash ad video. Imagine that, right? well, yeah, this morning I went down to Morristown and I started off planning on going to this antique shop down there and getting this little die cast Hearst Olds still in its pack, you know. I'd seen it down there a number of times and I went down there and pulled up in front of the place, and it was empty. They had closed it. So I went next door and talked to the lady in the shop next door and asked her if she knew anything about it, and she said no. She just knew that they had closed, you know. So I went across to the antique shop across the street and talked to the owner of that place, and it turns out he said that the lady who owned it, her husband died some months back and she closed it up and moved back north somewhere. So I was like, well, shoot, I hate that, you know. That was one of my favorite shops to go to down there. So there went the Hearst Olds, you know. So anyway, while I was there, I like I said, I went across the street to another shop. I was talking to the owner of that shop, and I got to looking around and found these. Little Heinkel 162, still in its box. I actually just took the wrapper off of it just a few minutes ago. There it is down there. And it's copyright 1977. This is the first time it's seen daylight since 1977. It's a little 1/72nd scale. I think I gave $7 for it. And this here is my F8F Bearcat, as you can see. I gave $8 for it. And it's copyrighted. Where's it at? 1967. And I'm guessing it's probably actually from 1967, as you can see, judging from the decals. Yeah, and that's one thing I'm kind of worried about with these models because they're so old. I'm just wondering what's going to happen to the decals when I dunk them in the water, you know? And plus, look at the plastic this is made of. I don't know if you can tell it, but it's almost, well, kind of transparent. It's white, but it's almost transparent. I'm guessing this is actually from 1967. And while that's cool in a way, like I said, I'm just kind of worried about the condition of the decals. I'm just wondering if they're going to fall apart when I put them in the water, you know. And they had a bunch of these down there, actually, all different kinds. They had a nice P39 Airacobra down there, a Thompson Trophy racer. But I figured I'd probably hold off on that until maybe next week. And they also had an X5. You know the early X planes, like the X1 that Chuck Yeager broke the sound barrier in and all that. Well, they had an X5 down there. It was one of the first planes with sweep wings, you know. And I was looking at it, but the decals were awfully yellow. and I don't know. I decided against it. But yeah, they got a bunch of old neat models down there. Some of them are kind of pricey. Like this one set they've got down there, it's a P-51 and a Japanese Hayate, I think it's called. It's two kits in one box, and it's 1/72nd scale, and it's $25. So I don't know, $25 for two little 1/72nd scale planes. It's kind of pricey, like I said, you know. And plus the age that they are, I can't help but wonder about the shape of the decals. But anyway, so that's a couple things I picked up today I thought I'd show you. And I'm going to get off here now, I guess, and go fix me a bite of dinner before I go pick up the wife. Yeah, there's a number of group builds going on, as I'm sure you know, and I'd like to get in on them, but I need to get started. I haven't done a thing this week. I haven't done anything since I finished at Sherman a week ago. And there's several group builds going on, and like I said, I like to get in on them, but I need to get moving, you know. For some reason, I just haven't lifted a finger for anything model-wise this week. So anyway, I'm going to get off here now, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye.